evening. Welcome to the quiet edge of the cosmos. The stars above you shimmer like silver dust scattered across an endless ocean of night. This is your moment to rest, to drift beyond the noise of thought, to let the weight of the day fall away. Breathe slowly. Feel the rise and fall of your chest, gentle as the tides of a distant world. Somewhere far ahead glows a giant world wrapped in rings of ice and memory. Saturn, the keeper of balance, the slow heartbeat of the outer solar system. Let us go there together, not in haste, but in calm wonder. With each breath, you are floating farther from Earth. Clouds fade, sound fades, even time itself begins to stretch thin and soft. You are entering the deep night of space, and in that stillness, Saturn awaits. The world you left behind is now a distant blue memory, shrinking quietly behind you. Ahead, the blackness of space deepens, yet it does not feel empty. It feels alive, breathing, ancient, slow and full. You are now close enough to see the soft patterns of Saturn's atmosphere. They are not violent storms, but quiet currents. Bands of cream and gold stretch gently across its surface, flowing endlessly. Even the winds seem peaceful, though they race faster than any hurricane on Earth. From this distance, they move like brushstrokes of mist, gliding across a canvas of time. You feel the rhythm of their motion, steady and constant, echoing the calm inside you. Each layer of cloud below holds a secret: hydrogen and helium, ice and vapor. And beneath them lies a sea of liquid hydrogen, darker than sleep itself. You are floating above that mystery, a silent witness to its eternal breath. As you drift lower, sunlight softens. It filters through layers of pale haze, painting everything in honey and silver. The light bends gently across the horizon, forming a golden ring that outlines the planet's vast curve. The deeper you descend, the denser the air becomes, pressing softly against you like a warm tide. It carries no sound, only a deep hum, the kind that exists not in the ears, but in the mind. You sense the slow pulse of Saturn itself, a vibration older than human thought. In this silence, there is no separation between you and the planet. You are a part of its breath, part of its gravity, part of its endless motion through the dark. Time dissolves here. There is only now, a now that stretches forever, gentle and vast. Far below, where light can no longer reach, hydrogen becomes liquid. It flows in hidden rivers, shimmering faintly in the darkness. Deeper still, the pressure becomes unimaginable. Atoms crushed so close together that hydrogen turns metallic. It glows softly, swirling around a dense, unseen core, a heart of rock and heat, cradled by gravity. You do not move closer. You simply hover in stillness, feeling the calm weight of the world above. This is the secret engine of Saturn, silent, patient, eternal. A reminder that even the greatest forces in the universe can exist in peace. You drift in quiet awe, surrounded by invisible power, listening to the soundless symphony of creation. Everything here is both immense and delicate, as if the universe itself were whispering you to sleep. And now, gently, you begin to rise again. Through the heavy air, through the glowing layers of gas, through the gold and the white and the cream. The light strengthens with each moment until you emerge once more above the clouds. Before you stretches a sight beyond imagination. The rings. They encircle the planet like a halo made of frozen dreams, vast and impossibly thin. From afar, they seem solid, smooth, and perfect. But as you drift closer, you see the truth. Billions upon billions of tiny pieces, each glinting in the sunlight. Each piece of ice drifts on its own path, a silent traveler guided by gravity's gentle hand. Some are no bigger than grains of sand, others the size of mountains, yet all move together in perfect rhythm. Imagine floating among them, surrounded by light, every glimmer a reflection of a distant sunbeam. There is no sound, no wind, only the slow turning of time itself. The rings stretch farther than the distance from Earth to the moon, yet they are thinner than a single whisper. You drift closer. The sunlight scatters across billions of crystals, painting the darkness with silver fire. Each fragment spins slowly, gliding through the void like a snowflake suspended in eternity. You reach out, and though your hand meets nothing, you feel the echo of cold beauty, the stillness that only space can hold. These rings are Saturn's memory, built from comets, shattered moons, and the remains of ancient worlds. Over countless ages, they have formed this perfect geometry, fragile, precise, eternal. To watch them is to feel peace. To listen to them, even in silence, is to understand the calm voice of the cosmos. Somewhere within this great circle of ice, you begin to notice patterns, ripples, waves, tiny gravitational dances that trace the hidden pull of Saturn's moons. Every moon plays its part in this symphony, tuning the rings into harmony. Now look beyond the rings. Small worlds orbit here, Saturn's many moons, each one a world of dreams. There is Mimas, with its great crater like a single eye gazing into eternity. There is Dione, pale and quiet, its icy cliffs gleaming in soft starlight. Rhea, ancient and cratered, moves like a ghost through the golden glow. And then there is Titan, vast, veiled, and full of mystery. Titan is wrapped in thick orange haze. Beneath it lies a landscape of frozen lakes and gentle dunes. Here, methane flows like water, and the rain that falls is liquid gas. Yet the silence feels strangely familiar, as if this distant world remembers the calm rhythm of Earth's own seas. You drift through the clouds, feeling their weightless pull, and sense that life, or something like it, may someday breathe here. Farther out, another moon calls softly, Enceladus. Smaller, brighter, its surface pure white, reflecting sunlight like polished glass. From its south pole, geysers erupt into space, plumes of ice and vapor that rise for hundreds of kilometers. Beneath that frozen crust lies a hidden ocean, warm and deep. Imagine that. In the coldest corners of the solar system, a secret sea moves in the dark, whispering softly beneath the ice. You pause there, hovering above Enceladus. The jets of ice glitter in the faint sunlight, catching rainbows in the emptiness. This world breathes in silence, its geysers pulsing like the slow heartbeat of something ancient and alive. You feel small, but not insignificant. You are part of this vast orchestra, part of the rhythm that holds everything in balance. Saturn, its rings, its moons, all moving together in one graceful motion. Drifting upward, you see the full scene again, Saturn glowing softly in the distance, surrounded by its luminous halo. The rings shimmer like threads of silk, each one vibrating with the quiet energy of creation. You realize that this harmony has lasted for billions of years and will continue long after we are gone. There is peace in that thought, a deep, timeless peace that reaches into your breath and slows it, matching the turn of the planet below. Now imagine becoming one with the motion itself. You are no longer a visitor. You are a particle of ice, small and bright, circling Saturn in an endless dance. Around you, countless others shimmer and spin. Gravity guides your path, not as a force, but as a gentle promise. You feel no effort, no resistance, only flow. The light of the sun glides over your surface, and you sparkle for an instant before fading again into shadow. This is eternity, not loud, not dramatic, but soft, steady, infinite. In every revolution, there is peace. In every orbit, a whisper of balance. The more you drift, the lighter you become, until even the thought of time disappears. There is no beginning or end, only the perfect stillness of motion. And somewhere, far beyond the edges of the rings, the faint blue dot of Earth waits quietly, watching. You drift just above the edge of the rings. The faint glow reflects softly on your face, a silver twilight that never ends. The light comes and goes, filtered through tiny crystals, shimmering like thoughts passing through the quiet mind. There is a rhythm here not of seconds or hours, but of orbits, of revolutions. Time moves differently in this space. It doesn't rush, it unfolds. Every moment feels complete. Saturn itself turns slowly, every rotation lasting 10.5 hours. Yet here, it feels endless. The planet's golden clouds swirl like brushstrokes in a painting that has never dried. Beneath those clouds, lightning flashes silently, illuminating the deep atmosphere for only a second before vanishing again. Even storms here are calm. They rise, they fade, they return, part of the same eternal breath. You think of your own life, the way days rise and fade just the same. Every heartbeat, every breath, another orbit. Perhaps Saturn teaches this, that all things circle, that nothing is truly lost, only transformed. The rings are fragments of broken worlds, yet they form one of the most beautiful sights in the universe. Out of destruction came grace. Out of silence, harmony. Drifting deeper into that thought, you begin to feel weightless not only in body, but in mind. Thoughts no longer cling, they pass through, like dust through light. The quiet here is so complete, it feels alive. If peace had a sound, it would be this, the endless hum of gravity, the invisible current that binds everything together. You close your eyes, and the planet continues to spin beneath you. Imagine gravity as an embrace, not a force that pulls, but one that holds. It keeps the moons from wandering too far, keeps the rings from scattering, keeps you close to everything that matters. Gravity is patience, devotion, order. It does not demand, it simply exists, waiting, guiding, protecting. Saturn's presence reminds you that even in vast emptiness, connection remains. Far below, the metallic heart of Saturn beats with heat left over from its birth. That warmth has traveled outward for billions of years, rising through layers of liquid and gas, feeding the planet's glow. You realize that even in the coldest places of the universe, warmth survives. It moves quietly unseen, but it is always there, just like the calm that waits beneath the noise of thought. You are now floating high above the planet's north pole. Below you spins the mysterious hexagon, a perfect six-sided storm that has circled for centuries. It is vast enough to hold several Earths, yet it moves in graceful precision, as if shaped by the geometry of sound itself. Watching it, you feel an ancient truth. Order is not the opposite of chaos. They are two halves of one motion, turning endlessly together. The more you look, the more the storm begins to resemble a mandala, a cosmic symbol of balance. Its edges blur into gold and white, and for a moment, you see your own reflection in its center, perfectly still. This is meditation made visible, the quiet mind of a planet, breathing through clouds and light. You drift there in silence, sensing that the universe is not a machine, but a dream, one that dreams of itself. Now your thoughts drift outward, beyond Saturn, beyond its moons. The stars seem closer, brighter. You feel the pull of the Milky Way, the slow spiral of billions of suns. Everything moves together, like the rings, in harmony, in rhythm. You begin to understand that peace is not found by escaping the world, but by moving with it. Every atom, every orbit, every breath is part of the same dance. Let that understanding sink in. Breathe slowly. The air, even imagined, feels light and full. Your body relaxes deeper with each exhale, as though gravity itself were cradling you. Saturn fades softly into the background, not lost, but joined with the stars. You are no longer separate from anything. You are starlight remembering itself, drifting in the quiet motion of eternity. The planet grows smaller behind you, though it never truly fades. Saturn remains there, glowing faintly in the distance, wrapped in its endless halo of ice. It is no longer an object to see, but a feeling to keep. You are still moving slow, steady, graceful, through the deep silence of space. The light from distant stars reflects softly on your path, a silver river leading you home. You turn slightly, and the rings stretch like threads of light across the dark. For a long moment, they seem alive, whispering, breathing, almost singing. It is a sound beyond hearing, a harmony you can only feel inside your chest. You close your eyes, and the vibration lingers there, gentle and infinite. You are floating between worlds, between breaths, between waking and sleep. Now the stars begin to multiply. They appear one by one, then all at once, filling the sky with quiet fire. Each one is a sun, each one a home to unseen worlds, each one part of the same vast family. The distance between them no longer feels empty, it feels sacred. You sense the slow, kind rhythm that connects everything. It is the same rhythm as your breath, the same pulse as your heart. You pass through a soft cloud of cosmic dust, ancient remnants of stars long gone. They swirl lazily around you, glowing faintly like memories. Some of that dust, you realize, also exists inside you. The atoms in your blood, in your breath, were born in the heart of a dying star billions of years ago. You are not visiting the cosmos. You are returning to it. The thought brings a deep calm. The idea of you begins to soften, dissolve, expand. There is no boundary between your body and space, between your breath and the quiet around you. You are part of everything, not as a visitor, but as belonging. The stars are not above, they are within. They move when you breathe, and their light lingers behind your closed eyes. The memory of Saturn remains, its golden clouds, its silver rings, its patient spin. It becomes a symbol of stillness inside you, something you can return to whenever the world feels too loud. You carry it like a secret calm, a small orbit of peace. And though the distance grows, its gravity still touches you softly, gently, guiding your thoughts into rest. You are now surrounded by the Milky Way, an ocean of stars stretching across the dark. It curves above you like a bridge of light. Slowly, you drift through it, weightless and safe. Each star passes like a slow heartbeat, a glowing note in the music of night. The farther you go, the slower everything becomes, until even movement feels like stillness. Far away, the blue light of Earth appears small, fragile, beautiful. You recognize it not as a place, but as a memory of warmth, sound, and life. It feels familiar, like a gentle voice calling from far away. You do not rush toward it. You simply drift, knowing it will meet you when the time is right. Every breath is slower now, every thought quieter. And then, almost without noticing, you begin to descend softly, easily, through layers of silence and starlight. The colors fade, the air thickens, and gravity welcomes you back. You feel your body again, light, calm, heavy in the best way. The stars above you are still there, but distant now, glowing faintly behind your eyelids. Saturn's whisper remains somewhere in your breath. Now rest. Let your mind drift where it wishes. The universe will keep turning, patient and eternal. The rings of Saturn will continue their dance, as they have for ages beyond memory. And you, a traveler among stars, can finally sleep, carried by the same quiet motion that holds the planets, the moons, and the light itself. Everything is in balance. Everything is at peace. You drift farther into the dark. The stars blur into streams of silver, like rivers of thought flowing toward infinity. The distance no longer exists, only motion, only peace. In this silence, you begin to feel something vast and gentle, something that feels like love, but older, deeper. It has no name, no shape. It is simply the calm heartbeat of creation itself. It moves through you like a slow wave. Every part of you, your hands, your breath, your heart, glows faintly with its rhythm. You realize that the entire universe hums the same quiet tone. From Saturn's core to the smallest atom of air, everything vibrates in harmony. You are not separate from it. You are one note in that eternal song, and the music carries you deeper into rest. You drift farther into the dark. The stars blur into streams of silver, like rivers of thought flowing toward infinity. The distance no longer exists, only motion, only peace. In this silence, you begin to feel something vast and gentle, something that feels like love, but older, deeper. It has no name, no shape. It is simply the calm heartbeat of creation itself. It moves through you like a slow wave. Every part of you, your hands, your breath, your heart, glows faintly with its rhythm. You realize that the entire universe hums the same quiet tone. From Saturn's core to the smallest atom of air, everything vibrates in harmony. You are not separate from it. You are one note in that eternal song, and the music carries you deeper into rest.
Now time fades completely. Seconds and minutes lose their meaning. You are floating in pure being, a space without edges, without sound, without gravity. There is no need to hold on to anything. The stars drift through you, and you drift through them. The entire cosmos feels like a single breath, rising and falling, calm and endless. A soft light appears ahead, not bright, but steady, like dawn through a veil. You move toward it without effort, drawn by quiet curiosity. As you approach, you see that the light is made of countless tiny sparks, fragments of memory, fragments of peace. Each one is a moment, a laugh, a thought, a dream, a heartbeat. Together they shine like a sea of golden dust.
Drifting deeper, the stars begin to dim, one by one. Their light fades not into darkness, but into warmth. The universe folds gently around you like soft fabric. You can feel the hum of Saturn's gravity in the distance, not pulling, just reminding you that peace is always near. Even silence has texture, and you are resting within it now. The more you relax, the less there is to do. You are simply here, suspended in a timeless breath. The light glows through your thoughts, clearing them like waves washing sand. You sense no edges, no boundaries, only a vast, gentle quiet. This is what the stars must feel as they sleep between their burning lives. Now, even the thought of movement fades. You are completely still, yet somehow, everything around you continues to drift, galaxies turning slowly, Saturn still spinning in golden silence, time unfolding without effort. You are not apart from it. You are the still point at the center of it all, the pause between breaths, the quiet between stars. Your awareness becomes light. It flickers like a candle's flame in slow motion, then softens into a steady glow. The boundaries of your body are gone. What remains is peace, pure, wordless peace. You can almost feel the hum of the cosmos against your skin, like the faint heartbeat of a sleeping giant. In this vast calm, you hear something not with your ears, but deep inside. A single, low tone, like a lullaby sung by the universe itself. It's the sound of Saturn's rings turning, of moons orbiting, of stars breathing. It's the sound of eternity, and it tells you everything is exactly as it should be. That sound becomes softer, fading into silence. You drift farther into rest, no longer watching the stars, but becoming one of them. You are light now, suspended in the endless ocean of the cosmos. Your glow joins the others, millions of quiet hearts shining together in stillness. Far away, Saturn continues to turn. Its rings sparkle in sunlight, casting faint rainbows into space. Moons glide silently around it, keeping their eternal promise of motion. And you, though far from sight, are part of that promise too. You have joined the rhythm of the universe, calm, complete, unbroken. Soon, even the stars fade into the soft darkness of sleep. There is no need to dream. You are already within one. The quiet that surrounds you is not empty. It's full of peace, full of life, full of gentle gravity that keeps your soul at rest. You have reached the center of stillness. Stay here. Breathe softly. The universe will continue its dance without you needing to move. The planets will turn, the stars will hum, Saturn will spin. Everything flows in perfect silence, perfect order, perfect calm. You are safe, weightless, eternal. Sleep now. Let the stars guard your rest. Let Saturn's quiet grace stay within you, steady and patient. The night is vast, but you are never alone in it. The cosmos watches with gentle eyes, keeping you warm, keeping you still. You are part of the light, part of the silence, part of the endless dream. Everything is peace. Everything is home.